Knuckleheads, GCam Gaming here with another LEGO Legacies Unboxed video for you. Today we are going to take a look at the Imperials set, the Eldorado Fortress. Now, the set is probably not going to be available during the Brickspace event, but I am 99.9% sure it's going to be, actually I'm 100% sure it's going to be available in the Brickspedition, which is coming up relatively soon. I think they said within the next couple weeks, so it's probably going to come right after the Brickspace event. So in the Brickspace event, you'll be able to farm up your Imperial units, and then right after that, you can go and start farming up their set. And I think the set's going to be pretty impressive. I think you guys are really going to like what you see. So let's take a peek over here. We got the famous fortress. Pirate heroes have their skills increased by 20%. That's always a nice thing to have, a little bit of extra skill. You're doing more of those debuffs and your skills are proccing more, which is going to help. Imperial heroes have their defense increased by 20%. Wow. So as if Valiant wasn't tanky enough with the second highest defense in the game, he's increasing his defense by 35%, I believe, when he taunts, and now he's getting another 20% just for being Imperial. Taunting Valiant now probably is the tankiest unit in the game when running him with Eldorado Fortress. Eldorado Fortress is going to really synergize well with him because he's got, on top of his over 1,000 base defense, it's going up by more than 50%. It's going to be really, really nice. All other heroes have their grit increased by 10%. So Imperials are getting 20% defense, 20% skill, 10% grit. Not bad just for showing up to the fight. Justice for all at the beginning of a Justice Hero's turn. So there are only 3 Justice Heroes, by the way. LaCoy, Valiant, and Nonsuch. There's a 40% chance to copy a debuff from one foe to another. 15% chance if the foe is wanted. So I've been talking about how I feel like the Justice tag works against them because Redbeard is getting a free stun against them, but they have a little bit of a counter to that they can copy debuffs from Redbeard because he's wanted, so they have a 55% chance to copy a debuff from Redbeard to another foe. I don't think it evens out with what Redbeard has to gain against them, but hey, it's a nice little added bonus to the set. It's probably going to be the last thing I level up on this set, though. It's not the most important things to target when building your set. Steadfast Loyalty, though, that's something you're going to want to put some points in right away. When Governor Hirney's health goes below 50%, an Imperial ally gains Payback. Payback is great. It's a counter with 100% damage. It's really powerful in this game. Definitely something you want to be using. When Nonsuch's health goes below 50%, a random Imperial ally gains debuff immunity for one turn. Up until I reviewed Lee last video, I thought that this was a really, really great thing, but this could work against you if that random ally is Lee because her heal is based on her having debuffs. So you got to be a little more careful with this, and it's going to take some RNG. You might have some rough luck. So this could actually work against your squad. But the cool thing is Private LaCoy is guaranteed to gain the buff as well. So Private LaCoy is getting payback and debuff immunity every time one of these heroes go below 50% on top of another unit. So he's not going to be the random unit. He just gets it, and one of the other units get it also. So that's pretty awesome. And then Imperial Might. When an Imperial hero attacks, there's a 25% chance to inflict a debuff for 2 turns on the target. So nice. They're kind of like pirates. They do a little debuffing. It's a small chance, but debuffs are always good. And the debuff is based on their target's roll. So against attackers, they're giving them attack down. Against tanks, they reduce their grit. Against supports, they reduce their skill. And they make healers a little slower. So that's the look at the Eldorado Fortress. Definitely, if you're building an Imperial team, this is something you're going to want to farm up in Brickspedition. I think it's an all-around good set if you're running Imperials. Don't think it's that useful if you're running just Pirates. It's not a set that I would build because, again, I'm a Buccaneers player. I'm going to be running Buccaneers. I'm anti-Imperials. But if you want to be one of those Imperial players, definitely start farming this. You're going to want it for the Master Wu event, especially if you're going to be running the Imperials for that. That's all I got for you today, Knuckleheads. Please remember to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding that little bell for some notifications, and as always, remember to knuckle up.
She blocked me on Instagram, Snapchat, I don't give a damn about that. I can see your face, still feel the same. I don't feel the need to forget your name, so